True indeed, but let's keep it focused and let's keep it constantly elevating. And I know this kind of off to a lot of people, I think. But let's look at Sexyy Red versus Clair Huxtable. And just the image that's put out, of the black woman today. So I'm just looking at just the black actresses and black singers of my day. I'm an 80s baby, so the way that the black woman was portrayed, in the mainstream, I ain't talking about how they used to degrade them on the underground, but I'm saying in the mainstream was a little bit different. And I like what was fed to us, especially being a young man and what I was visually seeing with my eyes for real from the singers and what was fed to me in the 80s and the 90s. So I'm looking at Thelma, even singers like Anita Baker, even, like the mothers from back in the days, you know what I'm saying? How a mother looked, right? So when I was 12 and 13, man, wasn't nobody, ain't none of my friends have like a fine ass mama walking around with spandex on and going to the club, to the mainstream clubs every night. But nowadays, I guarantee, man, it's some little bitty dudes who 12 years old. Boy, they got some fine ass mamas. I bet when they invite their friends over, you know what I'm saying, their mind is all over the place. But that's neither here nor there, and that's just the evolution. But Sexyy Red and the female image of the black woman, they kind of creating whores. You know what I'm saying? For real though, just looking at the music and just looking what's fed to the young woman. They feeding us whores. And you can look at, I guess, Nicki Minaj. You can even go to one of my first crushes, Lil' Kim. When she was on that album cover with her legs spread. Man, I just think about you being 12 or 13 and you see a Lil' Kim album cover. That album cover is tame now. Actually, that's not even explicit now. That Lil' Kim cover. But just look at what's fed to us now. Do you see how they changed the image of what a strong, sexy black woman looks like? Especially in the mainstream. Just look at it. So even when I'm looking at Clair Huxtable, it's like, well, damn, that is what was fed to me once a week. You know what I'm saying? With a new show. And I'm looking at it like, damn, man, look at that beautiful black woman. She's sassy, she's sexy, she don't really have on form-fitting clothes. She's educated, and like, damn. Just, that was something to look forward to. When you're a young man, ultimately you would think that the end goal was to have a Clair Huxtable. You know what I'm saying? You might want to have a Sexyy Red and a Cardi B and all the the new women, the new image. You might want one of those early, but your end game was supposed to be a Clair Huxtable. You understand what I'm saying? Even from the Fresh Prince, Will's auntie, Aunt Viv, not the new one but the old one. You know what I'm saying? That's what was fed to us. So I'm looking at the Sexyy Red thing and I'm like, man, on live, they had a live on Instagram that, that was, I guess, viral sex tape. Like, what? I think she pregnant now, but it was some, I don't want to really say what I think, but I think it was some other kind of nasty thing that she was into. And I'm like, damn, man. That's what's fed to the young, because that's who it's directed at the youth. So the young man, he don't get to see the Clair Huxtables and the Anita Bakers and you know what I'm saying, just the wholesome women. They think the end game is always gonna be a Sexyy Red. They don't really get to see what I saw. But I'm an 80s baby, so my vision may be a little blurred. You know what I'm saying? And I know times have changed, and I just love the images of the black women from back then, right? So just think about this. The Pam Grier movies with the Sheba Baby and the Fawcett Brown and the coffee and the photo shoots and the magazines that went along with that. Shit, I'm thinking about them photo shoots and magazines from Pam Grier from back in the days. Man, shit, wow, you know, hey man, you know that's a cold-blooded piece, boy. She is a bad mama jamma from back then, still up until now. I would rather see a Pam Grier photo shoot to have that to look forward to, other than the Sexyy Reds and what's fed, you know, to the youngsters now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm even remember JJ's sister from Good Time, Thelma. Man, that show came out before I was even in existence, but man, I was in love with her as soon as I saw it. You know what I'm saying? What Thelma looked like. You know, even when she started doing photo shoots and magazines, I used to be like, man, whoa. You see what I'm saying? That was the image that was put, you know, that was put in front of me. You know what I'm saying? But even then, you know, because I'm going back a little bit, so even when we remember the Vanessa Williams scandal with the Playboy, you know what I'm saying? Those photos weren't even over the top like that. But, you know, it was like, damn, okay, well, she was scrutinized. You know what I'm saying? And it, you know, she got publicly, you know, beat up, you know, about those photo shoots. But look at the photo shoots, or you don't even have to look at photo shoots. Just look at the Instagrams and the posts that they put up on social media. You know, for what she was getting scrutinized for back then. You know, people wouldn't even look at those photos right now and think nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, but I would prefer to have an image of Vanessa Williams over a Sexyy Red, even though I guess you want to say the Sexyy Reds are the evolution and the manifestations of Vanessa Williams since she had a photo shoot with Playboy. That shit ain't even the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Her pictures weren't even all over the top like that. But I even think about now being a young man, like, damn, remember the Jet Beauty of the Weeks? Yeah, the Beauty of the Week. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm smiling now thinking about the Jet Beauty of the Weeks. You know, those can be seen as like the introduction to the Instagram model of today. But even that was classy and sassy, you know what I'm saying? I remember we used to have a collage on the wall, and it wasn't just me. It was, you know, everybody had a collage on the wall with 15 Jet Beauties of the Week. Some people even had them by year. These were for 1980 and these were for 1980. You know what I'm saying? But think about it now. The Jet Beauty of the Week. If that was like a theme for this year, man, people wouldn't even be thinking about the Jet Beauty of the Week. But Jet Beauty of the Week, and you looking at those pictures as a young man, you know, that was like something to aspire to get. Those women look wholesome, you know what I'm saying? They could have been doing all kind of things behind the scene, but those women look wholesome, you know what I'm saying? And sexy. And sassy, athletic, and they look strong. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing. But you know, I guess you want to say that's the evolution. You know, the Sexyy Reds are the evolution. But I still would prefer a Clair Huxtable. Still sitting back and just going in my memory bank and just remembering Whitney Houston. You know, as skinny as a toothpick, you know what I'm saying? But she was so sexy and sassy to me. You know what I'm saying? Even when she sang the Star Spangled Banner and she was singing and sweating and had on that tracksuit, I was like, damn. Boy, look at that image of that beautiful black woman. It's skinny as a toothpick. Now you see what I'm saying? It wasn't all about being, the most voluptuous woman. You know what I'm saying? We had a variety to look at, and it wasn't all nasty. So don't even think about what even the Queen Whitney Houston was doing behind the scenes in her personal life. The image that was projected about Whitney Houston, you know what I'm saying? That was sweet, wholesome, beautiful, sexy, and sassy. But check this out, right? It will make you think that what she was doing in her personal life, that was the treat that you get if you was allowed to be invited in a personal life. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't all out there for everybody to see it like that, especially early on. I be tripping sometimes, but one of my guilty pleasures was Anita Baker. And I just remember her image, you know what I'm saying? Now, that was a fine ass black auntie, you know what I'm saying? Anita Baker. But that was a fine ass black auntie. You know what I'm saying? But you see her image? Even how Erykah Badu and India Arie and, you know what I'm saying, Jill Scott and all of them, the way that they was portrayed. Now that they're saying they some old free and can do whatever the fuck they want to do type women, but those images, it was just like, damn, man, you remember on A Different World, man, what was the sister name with the pretty white teeth? I think she was supposed to be a doctor with that black skin, man, that beautiful black skin, and she had those white teeth. That was On A Different World. What was her name? You see what I'm saying? Those were the images, like beautiful, man, thick, with them white teeth, and going to school to be a doctor. That's now you see what I'm saying? The image of that compared to that. Even Denise from the Huxtables, she was wild, but that shit went off the chain like how it is now. You know what I'm saying? And my ultimate image of the beautiful black woman in the mainstream is Clair Huxtable, Felicia Rashad. You know what I'm saying? From The Cosby Show. She was vibrant, sassy, sexy, and portraying motherhood back then. You know what I'm saying? But even the fact that she had her own profession, Bill was still the man of the house, and to me, it even showed a level of submission. Clair Huxtable, you don't have that now. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have that. Just that intelligent, strong, sexy sassiness from way back in the day, and compare that to now. So that's why I say the Sexyy Red versus Clair Huxtable. And just to even keep it hip hop with the Sexyy Red, look at the rapper Rhapsody. You know what I'm saying? She has that thing that I remember from the black women from back in the days. You know what I'm saying? So you look at Sexyy Red and you look at Rhapsody. Rhapsody finer than Sexyy Red. Rap better. Just a overall better product for the young man even to look at. You know what I'm saying? But even the sisters, the young sisters, I would prefer that to be pushed, that image, over Sexyy Red, because you never know. Behind closed doors, Rhapsody might be as freaky and nasty as Sexyy Red. You know what I'm saying? But even I'm just looking at Salt and Pepper. They was off the chain. What was that? My neck, my back. Kaya, that was nasty. You know what I'm saying? She was nasty. But just the overall image, man. And in saying all that, just look at what's promoted as the image of the beautiful black, sexy, sassy black woman of today. You know what I'm saying? Look what's promoted now versus what was promoted 20, 30 years ago, and even farther. Peace.
I been official, big dog.